was like a caramel and a chocolate apple bar. You know, so the unit cut up some apples and some strawberries, and they made all kinds of dips with caramels and chocolates, and then they had, you know, nuts and sprinkles and things like that. And, you know, the little things like that, the teachers really do enjoy. You can also go on to donorschoice.org, and you can pick a classroom that's having a special fundraiser to go ahead and, you know, you can make a donation to that fund. And what it does is it's a nonprofit. It's a 501c3, so you do get, you know, a tax rebate for that. And what the teachers do is they say, okay, I want for my classroom, let's say, a sensory area for my students, and here are the items that I'm going to need. And the goal, let's say, it's almost like a GoFundMe, but for teachers. You know, and it's called Donor's Choice. And once they're granted the funds, Donor's Choice gets those supplies and gets it to the teachers. So you're not giving the money to the teachers and hoping they buy the items that they've been fundraising for.
So is that every school like in Babcock? It is a charter school. It's K through 12. Are they going to be, can I go there for them?
Well, the teachers register themselves. And so if one of the local teachers there, went on and registered, then it could be.
We're having a very hard time doing that though, getting into the school period. They're very, they're just, I think they're not trusting, and I don't think they understand because it's all new there, an auxiliary or a legion. So I just got my foot in the high school, myself and 2 other auxiliary members, and I think we're going to be able to have a girls' state. Last year they would not even let us. This year we've got a foot in the door. It's a shame because we have not been able to do anything for education because we're not allowed. Like the coloring, the poppy coloring books, I had to take them. We distributed 100 to the kindergartners. Same as last year, we did 150 to kindergartners and first graders. I had to leave them at the reception desk in the elementary school, and they gave them to the kindergarten teacher. They were not allowed to go into the classroom.
So we
have to go through our local county to get anything approved that we want to send home, like a coloring book or a flyer of some kind.
Well, yeah, they look at it first.
And a lot of times to be a volunteer in the school, you have to get a background check done too. You can try to contact your local PTA or PTO, whatever they call it in your area, because that will help too. I know we started having issues finding girls' state delegates, and we reached out to the PTA at the local high schools, and of course the parents, they want to push that. So sometimes you can kind of get around the school by going with the
school.
PTA.
The school is so new. It's only been in existence now maybe 2 years. There is no PTA. We got our foot in the door through one of the packmaster, the lady that's a packmaster. She volunteers. She talked, and we got in with a counselor for the high school.
Perfect. Well, once you guys start working in the community more and working some of the other programs, then they'll start to see the value of the auxiliary and the Legion and what they can bring to the school. So I know you guys are newer, so you'll get there though. You'll get there. Most of our units already participated in Give 10 to Education. That usually happens at the beginning of the school year. And welcome. This is education. So just in case you aren't in the right spot, Give 10 to Education is where you collect school supplies in increments of 10. And you can do it at the beginning of the school year when it's most of the time done. But do it again in January, February. Most of those teachers have exhausted those school supplies by the time half of the school year is over. Or think about getting Lysol wipes or things that the teachers can use themselves. Box tops for education. So you no longer, flip the box tops. there's an app that you download on your phone. They have it for Android and for Apple. And, box tops for education.
Okay, now?
So you no longer clip the box tops. You don't have to count them or sort them or anything like that. And what you do is you download the app from the Android Play Store or the Apple App Store, and you pick the school in your area that you want to donate these box tops to, and you just take a picture of your receipt. After you go grocery shopping, you take a picture of the receipt, it'll go through and it'll say, ding, 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 you've earned 60 cents in box tops, or whatever, however much you ordered. And if you notice that there was something that you purchased that they didn't get you a box top for, you just say, report missing box top, you scan the barcode on your package, and it will add it. So far this year, I've already earned about $28 for my local school. So it's very convenient, very easy. And if you shop at Walmart or Walmart.com, you can link your Walmart account to your box tops, and it'll automatically put all of those receipts in for you. So that's another way. And you can pick different schools. Maybe you have 5 members in your unit that want to participate, and you have 5 local schools. Each one of you can pick a different school that you want to donate to. Now your receipt has to be scanned within 15 days of the purchase. But you can maybe ask some members if they don't know how to do that on their phone. Say, hey, at our next meeting, whatever receipts you have for the last 2 weeks, go ahead and bring them in, and we'll scan them in at the meeting. Maybe one of the members is proficient with the app on their phone. You can do tutoring. You can tutor not only elementary school, middle school, or high school students, but vocational or college students you can help tutor as well. Maybe you have a wealth of knowledge that you want to help spread on. You can go to your local libraries. You can talk to your local schools. You can register at tutor.com. There's a website down there. I'm sorry, I can't reach the board right now, but you can look down there for it.
Tutor.com/military.
Correct, /military, and that will pick some local military families that have signed up for you. You can ask the students, you can ask teachers if the students can make some cards for veterans. Maybe on Veterans Day, you can also have them make some cards and send them to your local honor flight when they do their mail call. And also, you can maybe have the schools participate, make a poster for Memorial Day or something like that as well. Let's see. You can establish a new scholarship at your unit level. Your unit can maybe have a scholarship in memory of a unit member that did a lot, or maybe just have a scholarship named after your unit. You can make your own criteria and make sure you get that in your standing rules so that there's no question about what the requirements are.
I have a question.
Yes.
We do offer 2 scholarships every year, and what I found, if you can believe this, what I found is sometimes they don't get back to us and they don't send us the information to send the scholarship money.
Oh, you mean after they've
been
awarded?
awarded, and we don't hear back from them, and they never let us know what school, so that we can send a check to the school.
Right.
We always get accepted. We always get in to the award
And
center.
this is bizarre.
You actually go present.
2 years in a row now, we've had kids that have not provided us with the information. How long are we required to hold that money in our bank account? Because we hold it for right now, I've got a $500 award that's been sitting in our bank account that hasn't been used. It's been 3 years.
Wow.
So do we have to hold it in perpetuity, or?
What were the requirements in your scholarship, right? Was it only good for 1 year, and if they haven't contacted you in that 1 year's up, and you use it back in the funds, was it, renewable up to 4 years? you'll
Yeah,
have to.
see, it doesn't, I don't think it specifies, but I'll check that.
And if it doesn't specify, then maybe at your next
That's something
meeting,
we
that
should
would be, time to address it, if,
Right.
the scholarship funds must be claimed within 90 days,
Right.
of being awarded.
We allow ours for just over 1 year because some kids take a year off from school. They take that
Yep.
gap year, they call it nowadays and stuff, so
Sure.
we allow it to sit for 1 year.
Yeah. Scholarships. I have to tell you, we have already received at the department level 3 scholarship applications for the Norma Kirkhow Female Veterans Scholarship. You can send those scholarship applications in right now, whenever you have them, but they all must be due no later than March 1st, 2025, to myself, the education chairman. So you can email them, education@alafl.org. You can mail them, but I would prefer email this way the mail doesn't lose them. And my address is in the unit guide. So what scholarships does the Department of Florida, the American Legion Auxiliary Department of Florida offer? We have 3 at the department level. We have the Department Scholarship, which is awarded annually to children of honorably discharged veterans. To a four-year university grants are not to exceed $2,000, and the junior college and technical vocation school grants are not to exceed $1,000. Department scholarships shall be a grant, and they require the student attends an accredited Florida university, college, or technical vocation school, and be a resident of the state of Florida. All of department's scholarships can be found on the department's website, which is ALAFL.org. You'll navigate to programs, to member outreach, to education, and then to scholarships. Now I did put this little brochure in front of everybody's chair, and this is a brochure of all of the Department of Florida scholarships. So you can see the 3 scholarships that department offers. On this middle page here, it has the website. They can also go straight to alafl.org/scholarships. That will show them all of the scholarship requirements, and that's where there's a PDF with the scholarship application. You can find all of the scholarships in their unit guide on page 101.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. And there's also a QR code. Does everybody in here know how to use a QR code? Okay, perfect. So the QR code will bring them right there to the website, so they don't have to type it in. But I did put the website address under there just in case.
Age limit, like, if you have a grown daughter who wants to go to a technical vocational, is there an age limit?
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
You know during my year, before introductions, you know during my year we preached family. I lived it, I breathed it, I believe in it. And if you remember our membership chairman, we had another one. Look at her now. Look at her now. Good morning. I can't thank you enough for coming, learning more. I learn when I come here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Distinguished guests, in my opinion, is an important committee, and basically they take care of that distinguished guest. So I truly want to honor them. We have our chairman, past department president for Department of Florida, Linda Teasley. And of course we have from the Department of Connecticut, because remember my year, she is a permanent resident in Florida, past national president Janet Jeffer. And it is truly a privilege to introduce you to someone that is energetic. Energizer Bunny, always talking, happy, everything else. Out of the Department of Kansas, this is our current national president, Trish Ward.
I'm so excited to be here in Florida. Quickly, the first 90 days by the numbers. I've been in 16 departments. I've been home 26 hours in the past 60 days. What else? 31,000 airline miles. Overweight on luggage 5 times. On my way out of it 3 times. And last, but not least, one case of the norovirus. Thank you, not thank you. And that was in Colorado. So I am so happy to be here and to talk about this amazing program, which is education. And if you don't know, the national organization has retooled their scholarship availability dollars. So we've upped that to almost $100,000 overall in scholarship opportunity for our young people. So I hope that you all will take advantage of that and communicate about that great work across the state of Florida, because we want to see a lot of recipients of all those scholarship dollars. And you know, I can tell you about Kansas, I can't really say about Florida, but we have this money available and we just don't get a lot of applicants. So we need to fix that. We need to get a lot of applicants. So we have some great things available for our young people. So thank you so much for letting me say a few words. We're going to have a reception this afternoon, and I hope that you all come say hello. We've got the National President's Pin for you. And tomorrow, I'm really excited to be delivering the Department Excellence Initiative, which is my absolute passion for the 24-25 year. I care deeply about this organization. We're going to talk openly and honestly about some things that face us all. And we're going to talk openly and honestly about how we can fix it. So I look forward to sharing that with you tomorrow and to meet you all later. So thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Please enjoy.
Then the third department scholarship that we have is the Norma Kirkhouse Female Veterans Scholarship. For those of you that were at department convention, you may remember that there was a resolution that did not pass to move those funds. And that was because we hadn't received, since its initiation, one single applicant for this scholarship. And I tell you, we have received 3 as of today.
Yay.
This scholarship, Norma Perkow was a member at Coral Gables Unit 98. And she was a member since she was a junior, all the way up until she was a senior. We do have, on the website, you can find this flyer about her. If you want to print this, thank you, Brenda. If you want to print this out, you can put it up, at your post home, at your local library. Maybe you can ask Publix if you can put it up for there as well. And Norma became a member in 1935, and she was a member until 2012. She worked for the Army MAP service, and her and her husband had a passion for education. She for the Female Veterans Scholarship, and they actually split half of the endowment to one of our other scholarship funds at department. Thank you, Myrna. Yes, thank you. So this scholarship is awarded annually. There's two that can be awarded annually to an honorable discharged female veteran residing in the state of Florida. A 4-year university grants are not to exceed $2,000. You'll find that theme in all of our department scholarships, just so you know. Per year, and the junior college and technical vocation school grants are not to exceed $1,000 per year. All awards are to be made to full-time or part-time students, which is defined as 12 earned credit hours for full-time or 6 earned credits for part-time per semester. Scholarship awards will be paid directly to the institution, payable in 2 equal payments by the department treasurer. The second payment would be contingent upon meeting the credit hours and GPA requirements. All scholarships can be renewed annually in an undergraduate school, provided the student who needs further financial assistance has maintained at least a 2.5 GPA. Renewal contracts will be sent by department headquarters to the recipients and reviewed by the department secretary and education committee. Sponsoring units will be notified of scholarship renewal approvals for students that have previously been sponsored. The application, again, is due to department by March 1st. And all of those applications, again, can be found on our website. They're very easy, they're in PDF format. And you want to make sure you look at them. You know, some might require like a letter of reference. You know, some might need to be signed by the unit. So you'll want to prepare now, look at those scholarship applications and see what you need to get done. Because you don't want to wait until February 25th and go, oh my goodness, we had to have this, you know, we needed a referral letter. So look at all of the particular scholarships now so that you have that information. Now if you turn to the back of the brochure, the next up is our National Auxiliary Scholarships. And then there's a QR code. This first QR code will bring them directly to National's website. And as Madam President Trish stated that they have recently revamped the website, everything is submitted right online. So once the applicant goes on there, it will show them all of their requirements, and then they just upload all of their documents right online.
Are you good? I'm just checking.
We're good. Thank you. National currently offers 4 scholarships. They have the Children of Warriors National President's Scholarship. They award 15 scholarships, 15 $5,000 scholarships throughout the United States. There are 3 per division. So Florida is part of the Southern Division. So along with Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, we're all southern area. I'm sorry, not southern area. Southern Division, and they will award 3 to the applicants in our division. So they all might not be from Florida, but wouldn't it be nice if there was at least one? That scholarship is for children of honorably discharged veterans. They must be a senior in high school, and they also have to have 50 hours of community service. So see, like I said, you want to look at all of the requirements per scholarship now, because, you know, if they need 50 community service hours, obviously they can't wait till the end to get them. Then there's the Spirit of Youth Scholarship. The Spirit of Youth Scholarship are awarded to junior members. Each department is awarded a $1,000 scholarship, plus 1 for each division will get $5,000. They must have 3 consecutive membership years. They must be a senior in high school, and they must have a 3.0 GPA. Again, all of these requirements are listed on National's website, and you just go to National's website, it's ALAFL and you just click on the menu for scholarships, and it will bring you all of their scholarships. They click on the one they're interested in, and then the application to submit everything is right there. The next scholarship is a non-traditional student scholarship. The non-traditional scholarship, there's one $2,000 scholarship per division. They must be a current member of the American Legion family. So it could be a Legionnaire, an auxiliary member, and they must have the 2 preceding years membership paid, so 23 and 24 must be paid, and their current membership for 2025 would need to be paid as well. Or they can also be a veteran that's been honorably discharged, or a spouse of a veteran that's been honorably discharged. And these are for students that are returning to the classroom. Their 4th scholarship is the Junior Royalty Scholarship. There's 10 scholarships awarded annually for $2,500. These are for junior members that have now also renewed their membership and become a senior member. They must have 3 consecutive years of membership and have their current membership paid. This is a traditional scholarship, so they can't have an interruption in school. So it wouldn't be for, a member that was a junior, now she's a senior, and but she took a break for 3 years and now wants to go back. This is a traditional scholarship. Then you can go down one more, and we have the American Legion scholarships. There's the Samsung Scholarship, which that gets awarded during Girls State and Boys State. The Legacy Scholarship, a baseball scholarship, the Oratorical Scholarship, an Eagle Scout Scholarship, Shooting Sports Scholarship, Innovation Scholarship, and a Darrow TC Scholarship. So they have a good amount of scholarships that can be awarded. You can go both to National's American Legion website, and you can go to the Department of Florida's American Legion website. If you have any questions about those scholarships specifically, you can reach out to the chairman at your post. But all of their information for the requirements and things like that are on their website as well. And now what do we get for all this hard work throughout the year? We get a sense of pride. We get a sense of helping others, that great feeling that we feel inside. I love being able to see the children. But there's also awards. What kind of awards can you get? So on page 100 of the unit guide, you will find the Elizabeth Nelson Award. This award is awarded to the unit having the best year-round program through participation in all phases of education and scholarship, and in conformity with the current May 13th, 2025, which is 30 days prior to department convention. Because you'll notice in the rules in the unit guide, it says 30 days prior to convention, so I just want to give you that date.
What was the name of that award again?
That's the Kathy DeRowan Award, and that's on page 100 in your unit guide as well. That report should be sent to myself as well. And you'll want to look at that one, those rules. There's things like what your title page needs to have on it. That it tells you that it needs to be double spaced. It tells you the margins that it has to be. And these rules are set by the units that sponsor these awards, so we have to follow their rules to a T. And I'll tell you that a lot of units will submit awards to all of the department chairmen, and unfortunately, if one thing is missing, we can't accept that entry for the award. So you'll want to make sure that you review all of the particulars on whatever award that you're applying for. The National has an award for the most outstanding unit education program per division. All unit entries must be submitted via electronic form by 5 p.m. Eastern on June 1st. You will receive a confirmation when your award entry is submitted. You may also upload the supporting documentation that will give the committee a full picture of the important mission work that our department or unit has accomplished in the year. The files can be photos or PDF documents. And those can be found on National's website under National Awards. Then, the Department Education Chairman Award this year is the Superintendent's Award. And it will be given to one unit in each membership grouping with the best all-around education program. Submission should be in a narrative form with pictures, newspaper articles, and it could be a digital newspaper article as well. It doesn't need to be like a clipped one. And flyers. Be creative. Show how you helped in your community schools with education. Those must be received no later than April 15th. All of this information can be found in the program action plan on department's website under our programs. When you go to education, you can see it there. Does anybody have any questions about the education program?
One question, going back to Department Memorial Scholarship, like it says that, you know, it's awarded annually to members of the ALAFL, their daughters and granddaughters. I have a date, I mean, we're all living longer. Why aren't great-granddaughters included? Seriously. I've never, and I know it's a membership issue too, so.
Well, I mean, the scholarship wouldn't be a membership issue. The scholarship, that's just who's listed on the scholarship now. If you or your unit feels that it should be changed to include great-granddaughters in the scholarship award, then you can always write a resolution and have it presented at department convention. Any other questions?
Stacy, if the application required a membership, that could be why the restriction is daughters and granddaughters, if they have to be a member for so many years or whatever.
Well, that could be, but if their grandmother is a member, because the recipient doesn't
Student of the Month award. We sponsor it. We go in once a month, we provide a little blue ribbon. We have them printed with the school's name and everything, and we present the awards for them once a month. So it costs us $250 for a box of ribbons that lasts us basically about 2 years. And, so it's not a huge investment, and the school loves it, and they welcome us in. We're allowed to do anything. They'll allow us, so we wander the halls and do pretty much anything, with our RVs.
Well, that's a great idea, because their budgets are going down, so the more that,
And it's not expensive to